So I went to Home Depot today and got a few things that I need. I got my new bottle of Flotron because I'm almost out of the other one. I got a container, a 6-pack of 6x12 plastic drop cloth, and I'll tell you why, because I've been doing a little research on, you know, when I have to start drying. I also got this special buy because I guess Memorial Day they were having a sale. It was like $4 with 2 magnetic leveling kits. But from everybody, all the research I've been doing about making sure that when you do the resin that it's all level. And then I also got these 6x6 tiles. This is a 4x4, 6x6, and I figured because at some point I am going to start selling the coasters, and there's been a lot of talk on different people's YouTube account about it should a set be 4 or 6. I guess it's kind of true where 4 is a typical, you know, family, and you know, there's 4 in my family only because I'm divorced, so there would be 5 if, you know, he was still around, and having 1 extra makes sense. So I think I am going to start doing 6 tiles, and then I think I'm going to add the 6x6 for like a heating element to have on the table. And then I also was watching somebody who created, I don't dry outside, she created this because of the bugs that were flying into her paintings. But I went to Costco yesterday, so I got this box. I taped around the edges so none of the cardboard comes off. I'm still going to finish taping in here because there's just a little piece of the cardboard is ripped open, so I guess, you know, something can fly out of there. And then the reason why I got the plastic drop cloth is because I'm going to, there's like a piece in here that just wouldn't stick down. So that's what that is. And then I'm going to take the plastic drop cloth and I'm going to put a layer inside it and then a layer on top. So this is my piece from yesterday. It's still drying. The majority of the color was used without any silicone, so I'm hoping I'm switching all my paints now that I make them moving forward, and I still have some old ones, so as soon as those are done, to not having any silicone in it. So I'm just using paint, I'm using Flotron, and then I'm using water because I want the pieces to dry faster. And so here's what it would look like. I wouldn't leave that in there. I have some more coasters to put in there. And then I'm going to put the plastic on it. Let it dry. And then these other artists that are not using silicone are getting their pieces that they can finish in like a week. This was actually part of my purchase yesterday at Michael's. This was the Liquitex Basic Acrylics, Payne's Gray. It was on clearance for $1.89, and then I got their 20% off of that. Because my son likes darker colors, and I want to do a piece for his room. And he's Mr. Dark, so I'm going to do something with blacks and grays and all that kind of stuff. Today, what are we doing today? Today, ooh, that still has a lot of paint on it. Today we are going to go along with that piece that I did yesterday. And I am going to do one in bright warm colors. So I'm gonna use reds, oranges, yellows. I'm gonna go very light on the blue, but I will put some blue in there because I want these bright pieces. I'm gonna use more white. I want there to be a lot of white space in it. And I'm gonna do it on Michael's same canvas that we used yesterday. These were the buy one get two free, the Michael's gallery wrapped 10 by 10. So I'm gonna prep all that, prep the paint, and then I'll come back to you. So see you shortly. Okay, I'm back. So canvas is cleaned off, even though it has a little scrapes. I have my paint options out, and if you've been watching my videos at all, I'm migrating over from not using silicone at all because I just want the paint to dry fast. I don't want to have pieces for 3 to 4 weeks sitting around. I don't have that kind of patience. So I am now going to have 1, 2, 3 colors that don't have silicone. These are like ones that I've made in the past, so they definitely still have silicone in it. So been changing up my recipe. I'm gonna pour the whites, and as much as I would love the blow dryer, let's see if I did the consistency right. Getting closer, because that is the most I've ever been able to blow the white around. Usually it's a little too thick, so very happy about that. Yay! One good thing. So now I'm just going to use my spatula here. One of my many art supplies left over from when I was doing mixed media art. A lot of abstract, so these kind of paintings play right into my love and wheelhouse. I'm just smoothing out the sides. I'm not working to get the whole thing covered. I actually like the look when there's drips on it and it's only a portion. Ooh, thank God that didn't make more of a mess than that could have been. Still trying to organize. This is my kitchen table, so I have to, for the most part, break things down or at least leave it on a corner. And I prepped the underneath with tape, and I put push pins in there so it's lifted. So we're ready to go. So I want this to be bright, and so have a lot of the white, the negative space on it. Can you guys see this? Okay, good. There we go. So I'm gonna go heavy with the reds. Orange. Yellow. I'm gonna do the aquamarine. green. This is the one that has just white in it. And the orange might actually be one that I only did water in too, because it's already selling up. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple drops of black. Probably more than I wanted. I'll do this darker yellow. Put a little bit of water in that. I find when the paints sit, they thicken up a little, so I usually just drop a little water. Now the fact is that I do have silicone in this, so it's gonna kind of automatically make the cells smaller, which I don't actually mind. I know a lot of people have an issue with that, but I don't. Okay. What do I want to do? I'm afraid that the orange is going to completely take over, which is okay, because I want the reds and the oranges and the yellows to pop out. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. I might actually use this. This is gold. It's a metallic gold too. All right. I think I like it. So let's pour a lot of white around the sides. I mean the circle. All right, and so sometimes I usually do this over the corner, but I don't really like to lose the amount of paint that you lose. Actually, so I'm gonna have a cup ready if I need to catch paint, because that's my new thing. I'm catching paint. Shoot. Hold on, guys. Okay, now that I just navigated that. Okay, so now I'm gonna let it sit, because I was watching somebody the other day about how the paint will mix on its own and it will do its thing. And sometimes when you don't let it do that, you know, you're missing out on some things that would have naturally happened. I am gonna hit that. I'm gonna just give it a moment and pour these. I don't want it to splatter into these open paints, because that's happened to me. All right, here we go. All right. Wow. I'm really liking this. I'm going to put a little more white here because it feels like it's not level. Because I definitely want the white to be predominant, and there was like an indentation or something, so I must have missed getting it all the way to the edge there. I'm going to try to just do something right here. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. There's just a little spot here, so I'm going to just blow the paint, because what it's doing right here with the black, I absolutely love. I feel like the corners on this are like actually picked up a little. It's like weird. So I don't know what's happening there, but I like the white clean. I like what's happening. I'm very happy with this. I think it's nice and bright, and it's got the reds and oranges. It did pull the blue, but if you think about the fact that I am going to be putting these 3 or 4, I haven't decided, together. You know, it has that aquamarine color in it, and this actually has a little more white here than what I did here, so I'm very happy with it. I have to think about what the 3rd or the 4th color is going to predominantly be, but God, I love this. And I didn't even torch it yet. Let's torch it. These are not my colors, man. I do not do the warm side of the colors. I do blues and blues and purples, and you know, that's kind of my color scheme. Without even realizing it, to be honest with you, until I started doing this. I guess I never really thought about it previously. But I absolutely love this. I love this piece. I'm a big fan of the little cells, and I know that if I would have tilted this at all, which I don't because I really want this to be white here, these cells would have actually grown. That's what I've realized. So I'm going to use this color scheme, and I'm going to do a set of 6 tiles and one of the burners like I talked about in the beginning. So I might tape that, I might not, and if I do, I'll put it up. But thank you very much. Bye.